Alright, let me tell you about this thing. This Meguiar's can is pretty much magic. You put it in your car for about 15 minutes and it continuously sprays while you have the air circulating, and it cleans out almost 100% of the smell. I could not recommend this enough. You want to get your air blasting as high as it can go. Make sure it's circulating. What a mess.
Throwing flashbang.
And I mean, just look at this stuff go. Just a warning, you most definitely shouldn't be in the car while this stuff is spraying. And I finally did it. I went to the grocery store and got myself $18 worth of dry ice. It was actually very cheap. And let me just say, that stuff worked great on that sound deadening. I'm pouring the alcohol down first to soak into the adhesive to make it loosen up, and also the dry ice isn't going to freeze the alcohol. Disclaimer, don't pick up dry ice with a rag.
Holy smokes. That looks awesome. I love that.
I'm just gonna say this was mesmerizing to watch.
You can literally hear it popping and cracking.
You really want to get it concentrated on the sound deadening, and you want to leave it on there for a good few minutes because it takes it a while to harden. I scraped it and picked at it, but the best tool was actually a hammer. It just broke all the sound deadening up, and you could just pull it out in chunks.
So the pieces are freezing, like actually freezing.
There's the remnants of old stinky sound deadening. Surprisingly, it wasn't very sticky at all. All the adhesive came up when it froze. I'm doing one more round of alcohol, and I'm making sure to scrub it in good so that nothing is left on this bare metal. Wow, look at that. The sound deadening fairy came by and put all the sound deadening in for me. Well, at least half. Finally, it's all put in. Look at that. I finished that up right about sunset. It was starting to get kind of cold too, but I had to do the finishing touches on it, and I think it looks amazing. I'm so happy with it. After about 30 minutes of cleaning, it started to get really dark, so I had to start working on the carpet. So I'm just using Resolve and a carpet brush. Another 40 minutes later, and this is what it looks like now.
Time for bed.
finally, let's wash this nasty carpet out. It cost me $6 to clean this thing. Can you believe it? I made sure to take time with the extractor. You don't want any old water sitting in your carpet. It will start to smell terrible, and I don't think that the dye would adhere to the carpet fibers. I'm giving the carpet a quick brush down just because I'll let it dry overnight, and I don't want any pollen or dust settling down into the fibers before I paint. So I decided to use this fabric spray instead of dye because I watched a bunch of other YouTubers use it, and they scared me, saying that the dye would perhaps dye my shoes or just not go on good. In camera, the paint looks good, but in person it doesn't look good. I should have went with the dye, and I think I'm going to use dye later on. I will explain this in a minute. But the paint's okay for right now. Well, it's in. Alright, so I just did all that work. I worked on the carpet. It didn't turn out how I wanted it to, so there goes a couple days. But it might start to grow on me. It looks okay. It's not the best. It looks like it was naturally black. But it doesn't seem right. And it's not like crunchy. It's just, I don't know. But hey, I got it now. Maybe later on I'll actually fix it. But for right now it'll do.